First Lady Dr. Mrs. Ernestina Naadu Mills has called for pragmatic efforts by government to encourage the youth to give off their best. She said the youth should be guided and guarded so that they can exhibit their highest potentials. Mrs. Naadu Mills made these comments when she addressed young leaders and students from the United States and across the African continent at the First Lady's Youth Infusion Summit in Annapolis, Maryland, USA.
The youth are believed to be the pillars of a nation. Their potentials, ideas and skills, when developed, will help build up the continent. For this reason, the UNESCO First Ladies Infusion Summit, which was organized for the first time for youth leaders and students, brought together 5 African First Leaders, including Ghana's First Lady, Mrs. Ernestina Naadu Mills, and the Nigerian First Lady, Mrs. Patient Goodluck Jonathan. The other 3 First Ladies from Gabon, Senegal and Sierra Leone were represented by their ambassadors. Discussions for the summit centered on key issues of the continent like how to attain good health, good education, agriculture, advanced technology and good governance. The youth leaders, who were mostly students in the United States, were put into groups to represent their home countries.
So we're here to inspire all the young Nigerians in the room to remember that while you're comfortable here, there's a job for you to do back home.
When we're unified, we can definitely go ahead and go a long way into making Africa strong.
We'll agree that the time has come for youth to take responsibility for themselves and to stop waiting for help to come from above.
Interacting with the First Ladies, the youth called for greater commitment on the part of African leaders so that appropriate infrastructures and systems which will be put in place will enable them to put to good use the knowledge they have acquired over the years outside the continent. Ghana's ambassador to the U.S.A, Mr. Daniel Ohene Ejekum, expressed disappointment over the loss of cultural identity by most African youth in the diaspora. He challenged parents not to shirk the responsibility of bringing up their children to appreciate who they are. The First Ladies gave an overview of some of the programs in their country, challenges the programs are facing, and what they are doing to help women and especially the youth. The First Lady, Mrs. Ernestina Naadu Mills, who has been at the forefront of girl-child education and the campaign against maternal mortality in Ghana, said her country is doing her best to support the youth through the youth employment programs. She was quick to add that although it comes with its challenges, the program has been on course.
The program addresses the country's youth unemployment. Unemployment is a big issue, and especially in a developing country like mine. You find the young people selling because at the end of the day, they can see the money they've made. But this is not all about employment. You want to invest so that when you are no longer able to work, you have something to do with what you saved.
UNESCO, who are the organizers of the summit, believes that infusing the ideas of young and old generations would go a long way to support the African continent to produce visionary leaders. UNESCO will be visiting each of the countries which took part in the summit to find out how best to implement the recommendations made during the summit.